Hello YouTube Infinite Magicraid community, Gandalf here. Um, we have a new limited hero, uh, Jingle Belle, very much music themed, similar to how we had Jack and Roll for Halloween limited hero. Now, a little bit of theory crafting based on what I've read so far suggests that when you look at her kit, she really does, oops, sorry, she does two things really well. One is a lot of good single target damage, ramp up to a very high amount, benefit from a lot of pursue attacks. So having her maybe as your main DPS perhaps in your um, in your boss setup for direct damage might be a really good option in Wuthering Coast. She is Foresters. Foresters definitely lack a heavy single target damage dealer for finishing Faction Abyss. She's definitely going to help in that category as well. Now, from a PvP perspective, this is the team composition I think she works the best in because of the nature of how she's able to attack the enemy before they even move. And these are not snowballs, these feel more like meteors. So let's take a quick look at the team composition. Now, I did do some testing with Henge on this very tanky team as well. Henge definitely makes things a lot better, but again, sometimes we don't see Lydia on these variations, sometimes we don't see Donald, but like this will obliterate most teams out there. And we do see this in championship quite a bit, right? So let's take a quick look at what we can do. I'm actually going to target Nordak here because Nordak has quite a bit of HP and we need to get rid of here. So Leaf Storm goes. Okay. Now watch the damage there. 600,000 from um, Jingle Belle here. And Jingle Belle did not Um, I mean, Jingle Belle had the attack up buff, but I mean, she does. I mean, my these are based on my stats, my actual stats. I know we don't have the 40% damage reduction, but in general, when you throw in the aura, and now you have higher stat ceilings with blessings and with echoes, you can definitely go a lot higher. So in this setup, she can easily kill the first target that ends up moving on the enemy's team, and then get her turn that way, right? So, and if you notice, the enemy Lydia did not get a turn. So Lydia, if your Lydia is faster than the opponent's Lydia, when you go um, on this speedy attack, your Jingle Bell is likely to just kill the other Lydia before it even moves, making it a lot easier to deal with for the remaining turns. Now, rolling Snowball is based on the number of Snowball stacks she's going to be able to get. Um, and these snowballs will do a lot more damage. And we will show here a little bit on maybe on we'll try it on Sand on Paula and see if it kills him. It's a little bit disappointing. And there was, and then you can see the raw the meteors dropping there on every target as it moves. Not quite enough to kill the enemy team, but for most compositions, she is a very nice finisher. Do we really need her in this team composition compared to say something like Lysander? I'll say not really. I would see she fitting in this team design just because of the nature of how she can have that nice finishing attack on every enemy that moves. That's the key benefit to it. I don't necessarily see her saying, "Oh, this is a must." Okay, great. Nordak is just destroying my entire team here while I talk. So let's quickly reset that. And of course, if people are worried about these kind of team composition, usually getting a Hanga into the team completely shuts out the options um, of this happening. So let's quickly put a Hanga on an enemy team here. But you can go around and test with this a little bit, right? I would suggest putting much higher stats than what I'm capable of producing. Again, this is very whale-ish setup here. Okay, so it doesn't matter how I do it. I end up, yeah. So the moment Henle is able to protect the ally, this composition is not going to work. So, but often we don't see all of this in the setup. Let's talk about her kitting in detail and why it works in certain ways and why is it good. So, uh, we don't see her exclusive directly on part of her skills. So I kind of copied it on the side so we can talk about it as we go. For a key thing to note is her ability to summon snowballs at the beginning. This this snowball really ranks scales up when we get to exclusive 3 because she's going to have the Christmas rock and roll at the beginning of the turn. Um, but the Christmas rock and roll really is more of the immunity to silence, horrify, provoke. She still can be frozen though. So keep that in mind when you deal with her. Um, or if you build her, you want to stack maybe antifreeze with the blessings. Who knows, right? You summon snowballs to deal with the enemy. This part does not get actually enhanced by Christmas Rock and Roll. So the damage really is just at the beginning of, oh, my bad. The beginning of the enemy's turn, it goes up to 180% of the snowballs. So snowballs are going to be at 70% times 1.7, 1.8, so maybe around 140 a snowball. So they kind of starting hurt. Like you saw some of the damage numbers, right? It hit up to um, 3, like about 300k, like per snowball. So at the beginning of enemy's turn, right? Like this is something that you can't block. So from that perspective, it does hurt quite a bit. But her main kit actually comes from boss killing a bit. So you notice that we managed to trigger, we're going to be able to trigger for Elga Ensemble. And the way Ensemble works is you can get pursue attacks. Now, whenever um, Ensemble, so what Ensemble does is that it will it will give Jingle Belle additional snowballs to use for the rolling snowball uh, skill, which is every 3 turns. Um, and for every layer owned, summon an extra snowball. Afterwards, removing all the snowball. Each snowball deals 2 stages of attack. Um, each time 2 snowballs are launched, the next snowball will be a Christmas gift and deals uh, 2.4 times the damage of the snowballs. So basically, it's if you get your team to roll a lot of snowballs, ensemble, um, she gets a lot of snowball stacks and will do a lot of damage that way. Now, in addition, you will notice that with exclusive one, every time when she casts, there is the surprising gift guitar that will also be summoned when she casts rolling snowball. Consume all of the layers of surprising guitar, and it will increase the attack damage, each stage attack damage by 90%. Um, so at exclusive one, she's basically getting these. So we'll pay attention to that in a sec. So let's just maybe let's put the enemy back onto oh whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's put the enemy back on just the training dummies. Um, on my team. Wait, what's going on? Okay, so let's just focus maybe on her on let's do like the typical maybe the boss killing team here to understand her mechanic and how much she will benefit from that setup. So we'll do this, do her, we'll give her a lot of pursue attacks, right? So um she's red, where is she at? Okay, we got her. We're gonna put in a Whistler. We will, and for Whistler, we'll ban the last skill. Um, we'll put in Ben Austin. Let's just, and we'll, yeah, and then we got pursue attack. Jack does a lot of pursue attacks too, right? So Jack is gonna go that way. Battle. We are going enemy lineup. Enemy will get rid of all the enemies so they won't die. And then we'll use our own stats. Sync. And yeah, crit. That's fine. Sync. Sync. Okay, let's battle it out. Okay. So when we start with this, let's take a note. So pursue attack is gonna happen. Okay, hold on. Let me just make sure she has the highest attack here. Just put it to 50,000. Start with current settings. Try that again. I hope, is the enemy gonna die? I hope not. They have like, yeah, a ridiculous. Oh no. Don't die. No, that's not gonna work. Sorry about that. Let's go to trial again. Foresters. Trial. Lineup. Let's get our. We want Lydia, Wrestler. We saw Big Jack somewhere. And let's put in the Ben Austin for a lot of joint attacks from everyone. Pursue attacks. Okay, battle. And let's just see how many snowballs we can rack up with a team like this. Sync data. Let's give her 50,000 attack, 100 crit damage at 300. And then we sync the data for the remaining heroes. So current setting, and we want to make sure when we do our lineup, we block out Wrestler spotlighting. Good. Okay, battle. Okay, so first we scale it down. Now it should go with her. Yep. Okay, that's one layer. Let's see how. So she has any guitars. How many guitar layers does she have right now? No layers of guitar because the ones that she has ensembles with. So there we go. Guitar 1, 2. Okay, guitars given on everybody, right? That's what everybody has. All right, playing rock and roll grants. So playing together grants Jingle Belle additional snowball gifts. So how many layers of snowball she at now? She's already at 6. Right now, this is the Jack buff. Oh my gosh, so many of these buffs. Um, okay, so this time let's just reset this, okay, and just see. We'll just count how many times. And I think it should consume all of the guitars from the right? If we look at the exclusive here, she will consume all surprising gift guitar. Yeah, so these musical note 6, that should be the guitar one, right? And this is the snowball. So these 6 of these will be removed. Let's just see how much damage it does slowly. Not exactly that impressive. We see a note of 8 right now. Does that mean she doesn't lose these stacks? Cannot be root, died, or at transition. Which one is that? Okay. Oh my God. Okay, so that's actually the passionate melody then. Okay, but where's the guitar stacks? The Christmas guitar. Because it says here, for every layer consumed, surprising gift guitar. Okay, so maybe let's get to, so we're at 6 stacks of that. So any additional ones that we trigger now should give her, oh, okay. It gives her Christmas guitar. Is that the Christmas tree then? The tree. Okay, increasing the damage dealt by the guitar rolling snowball. Okay, so hold on. Let's see if that works. Okay, so we see the tree going up to 3. So that one you can get up to 11. So when you're doing all of these joint attacks, 1, 2. Okay, so Ben Austin is absolutely critical to stack it up because now she's at uh, 8 stacks of these. And again, right, these are not bosses. When you're targeting against bosses, if we look at her, she does extra damage to bosses too, right? Because it's if the enemy is a, so you can read here, right? So if the target, no, there's somewhere we know that the damage does extra to bosses for sure. Because it's increased second stage. No, it must be the last skeleton. Okay, so if it's under freeze status, 2 stages equals to additional. It does additional damage to bosses. Is it only on the ultimate though? I thought when the target's frozen, it does some extra damage. Is that the other ones? Okay, I have to check the essays. So again, if I, I I hope I haven't made any major mistakes here in interpretation, but if you caught anything in the video, please let me know in the comments below. I will hate to provide the wrong information to the community. Um, but we kind of get the sense, right? So you want to putting her in a team with a lot of pursue attacks. She seems to be getting a lot of these stacks whenever allies with the guitar, and she can pretty much everybody gets the guitar now. Okay, let's check out the last skill, how much damage it does. Um, oh, the last one hits very hard, especially on frozen targets. Okay, let's do that. Speed up there. Everyone still has the guitar. Okay, she's maxed out. So let's check out how much the snowballs do this time around. 11, 12. I think 12 stack is the max you can get. Oh no, 13, 14. But each stage goes up to 90, but I think you're kind of capped at this point. Let me just break defense with that. And we'll check out one more time how much her damage goes. Is it her turn yet? Okay, let's just give it to her. Give her the turn. Um, okay, let's check out the damage again slowly. That should be a lot of snowballs. Let's count, if we can count it. Anyways, let's look at the data report. Okay, I think this is kind of telling from a damage ratio wise um, what she's doing. she's going to be a boss killer for sure, replacing the direct damage on on today we some of us still use Lucifer, we still use I mean, could she be outperforming Little Jack? Because right now, if we think about Wuthering Coast teams, right, we're actually putting Little Jack on the direct damage spot, um, for the amount of damage it does. Um, like we're using it in the burn team, but Jack on its own is great for the burn team without all of this. So by freeing up Jack and use her, your burn team and direct damage team now get scaled drastically. You still can use O'Grady's with Jack, Andrea's, and that will be a very formidable team. And your direct damage team could come from Jingle Belle. So that's kind of my analysis. I don't want to make the video drag out too much. So those are the areas where she excel. In PvP, I think it's the last hitter. Um, on the burst team in PvE, she's going to be a boss killer, great single target damage. You want to use her in a team with a lot of pursuit to stack up her stacks, and her stacks are still going, right? It can be stack up to 50 layers. So her surprising gift, you see this 19 right now. We only played a little bit so far. This goes up to 50. So and can be died at wave transition. So she's going to be really stacking up a huge amount of damage. Um, Her skill damage is going to go up by 100%. Attack is going to go up by 100%. So what does it mean from an exclusive perspective? Her key exclusive is actually going to be exclusive 3, unfortunately. Exclusive 3 is going to boost her damage drastically. I know that's a disappointment for many due to the cost associated with exclusive 3. But from a PvP perspective, I see her only in that one particular team. Yes, um, she's going to be able to freeze very effectively, but given she is a attack type hero, getting her to high speed is just not as efficient as many other options you have. Um, so there you go. Hopefully this guide's been helpful for you, and I'll catch you in the next video. And again, if you notice anything special about her that I didn't mention, or you notice there was something wrong in the guide or something that wasn't clear, please ask in the comments below and we'll discuss on it. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next video. And of course, I know a lot of you watch my videos are not subscribed yet, so please subscribe and continue supporting my channel with your likes. I'll catch you next time. Gandalf out.